Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of Dragon Age Origins playthrough. Getting all loaded here. We're going to pick up where we left off with Meryl and Fenrel. Sorry, I'll get names right at some point. And we are going to look for Tamlin. So, one thing we're going to do a little differently is, well, I am going to do a little differently, is I want to keep things short and sweet for you guys so you're not watching really long episodes. So I'm going to start utilizing the Forest app on my phone, and we're going to do a timer for 25 minutes, and that's going to start in just a moment, and hopefully that ends at a good spot. We will kind of just play it by ear, but this is just to kind of help keep content short and sweet. So we'll try this a couple times, see if it works. But if you guys do like longer stuff, you just have to let me know, and I'll adjust as I can. I personally do like shorter videos if I can, like just depending on the activity I'm doing. But anyway, I'm going to start my timer now. We're going to start playing and we're going to have some fun. So we're going to start planting a tree. Alright. Nice thing about Dragon Age Origins is, while it is
you won't know what hit you.
Apparently I have to run over there to pick up, which makes sense. That's funny.
What were those things? Were those Darkspawn?
You're asking me?
I've never seen anything like them. You can smell the evil on them. Where did they come from? Were they here before?
Maybe they followed the Great Warden. I think I would have noticed. Maybe the mirror has something to do with it. Let's do that.
What would Darkspawn have to do with our people? The stories say our Lathan fell long before the Darkspawn appeared. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Let's hope we don't find any more of these monsters. Before we go, are you all right? Were you hurt during the fight?
You do look quite pale now that Meryl's mentioned it.
What's that tough?
Well, I'll keep an eye on you. You've only just recovered from your illness. But let's not think of that now. We should move on.
Sorry for that loud click of my mouse. I need to remember that my current setup, my clicking and my typing is really loud. So I apologize if that annoys anyone. Before the battle on the cutscene started, I was going to say that the nice thing about Dragon Age Origins is that it is pretty railroaded, so
I wonder whose camp this is.
It's easy
Do you remember it being here?
do things in a timely manner instead of exploring everywhere, which I love to do. But I mean, again, I don't want you guys sitting here for hours just watching me go from place to place. But you know what? If that's what you guys want, just let me know, and I can just take my time. Okay. Do you remember it being here? Maybe it belongs to the Shemlin who found me. No, it wasn't here. It's fresh. It's abandoned, whomever it belonged to.
You're probably right. Didn't he say he was headed back to the cave? If so, he's not here now. And we've seen no sign of Tamlin. Maybe we should... Wait. Do you hear that?
I did. What? No forest creatures? It's too quiet. Spooked already? I don't hear anything. I heard it.
Exactly. The forest is too still. Something's in the air. Something unnatural.
Darkspawn.
Would they come outside the cave? That would not be good.
That's an understatement.
The sooner we find this cave and Tamlin, the sooner we can leave. Take us there quickly.
Yes. Oh. We're engaged in battle? Oh, yep. Now that we know that we right click, we can attack a lot faster. Cool. And yes. See if there's any loot. Sorry for the loud clicks. Hopefully, I'm getting a mic stand in, so hopefully that'll improve the audio of my voice because I can have the mic closer. And it'll have like a little windbreak barrier thing, so maybe that'll help cut out the clicking noise too, or I don't know. We'll see what happens. Codex is updated. Let's just check that for all you that are interested in it. Controls, we'll skip that. Must have been the Genlock, which are a most common type of Darkspawn. As always, you can pause and read.
So these are the ruins. Interesting. They're definitely of human origin, yet elven artifacts are scattered amongst them. Nothing explains the monsters, though. But we must find Tamlin, or what's left of him. I can't imagine he's still alive with those creatures about. You're right. We should explore farther before I go on about my fears. I'm sorry.
I really don't remember how Marrow was depicted in the second game, so I'm really kind of eager to play that one again and re-experience her role in that. Goodness. They can take care of it. Hopefully. Yeah. Oh, look at that blood splatter. You know, it does kind of surprise me.
Let's get started.
I guess not surprise me, but it's kind of entertaining to me how
As you wished.
older games seem to have more
This should be easy enough.
blood than newer games. Which, don't get me wrong, I do kind of appreciate that things aren't spewing blood all the time. But it's just an interesting observation that things have a more realistic blood splatter, I guess. Ooh, acid. I don't know what we're going to use that for, but we have acid. We're just kind of explore everything again, get some XP. And I think we need to head back to the room with the mirror. Ow! Oh, there's bear traps. Hello. No, I'm stunned. Oh, get that. Okay, okay, this guy is a better fighter than Tamlin.
Let's get started.
Tamlin. Sorry.
On it.
So today I went to the pet store to get some things for my dog, and all I can think about now is wanting to get a ferret. I've wanted a ferret forever.
So you were the one fighting Darkspawn. I thought I heard combat. You're the elf I found wandering the forest, aren't you? I'm surprised you have recovered.
Yeah, why didn't you help?
I would have, had I not been battling them myself. Not all the kills here were yours, as you can see. My name is Duncan, and it's a pleasure to finally meet you. The
I
last
like
time we
Duncan.
spoke, you were barely conscious.
And Darren Atishan, Duncan of the Grey Wardens. I am Meryl, the Keeper's apprentice.
And I am Fenarel. Did you come here alone, human? Battling all those creatures?
Yes, though I must admit you took a great deal of pressure off me. Your keeper did not send you after me, did she? I told her I would be in no danger. So, you and your friend Tamlin both entered this cave, and you saw this mirror.
Yeah, we did. Tamlin touched it. Have you found a trace? Was that bear we saw at Darkspawn and you knew about the mirror?
I see. That's unfortunate. The Grey Wardens have seen artifacts like this mirror before. It is Tevinter in origin, used for communication. Over time, some of them simply break. They become filled with the same taint as the Darkspawn. Tamlin's touch must have released it. It's what made you sick. And Tamlin too, I presume.
Can we fix it? Do we need to take it to the Keeper? I had the Darkspawn plague. I don't know. Let's ask about
You
that.
have it still, and it will infect others so long as this mirror exists. Your recovery is only temporary. I can sense the sickness in you, and it is spreading. Look inside yourself, and you will see.
Perhaps there is something to what you say. I don't know if I believe you, human. What should I do? Sorry, I'm reading these backwards. It's not intentional, but I'm sure it's driving one of you crazy.
First, we deal with the mirror. It is a pestilence and a threat.
Don't do it. Or do it. I guess it works.
It is done. Now let's leave this cursed place. I must speak with the Keeper immediately regarding your cure.
One thing about older games that's just funny to me is like just that pause of let's go do this action and then like 2 seconds later, well now it's done. Just very, you know, there's only so much that, you know, they can add in. It's like, you know, stopping mid-fight to have a conversation. Okay, sorry. Let's leave this place and speak to the Keeper immediately. What about Tamlin?
There is nothing we can do. Let me be very clear. There is nothing you can do for him. He's been tainted for 3 days now, unaided. Through your Keeper's healing arts and your own willpower, you did not die, but Tamlin has no chance. Trust me when I say that he is gone. Now we should return.
Can we just leave the cave like this? Is it safe? Why not just tell me what the cure is? I'm not ready to give up the search just yet. Won't there at least be a body?
The Darkspawn would have taken it.
Why would they take his body? Not to eat it, I hope.
Darkspawn are evil creatures, and it's best to leave it at that. I'm sorry. With the mirror destroyed, I doubt the Darkspawn will return.
Can we return later and search through the ruins? We could learn from many things here besides the mirror.
The cave is not safe. Everything here was exposed to the mirror's taint. If your people must come here, they should cleanse it with fire.
Just burn it all.
It's not that simple. I would tell you more, but I must first speak with your Keeper. If you prefer, I can wait outside while you look around, but I assure you, he will not be here. I suggest, however, leaving sooner rather than later. You are sick, whether you feel it or not, and it does you no good to linger.
I know that there's nowhere else we can go, because as I said, I started this a while back, so we're just gonna...
Thank you. Shall we head back then?
Because, you know, there's that hole in that big room, like that really big room, but...
I sense
You
no
can't
other
go down there,
Darkspawn nearby, so it's safe. Lead on.
If it lets us walk, we'll walk. Oh, it's not gonna let us. Use talent, finding a shot or a spell, like there's grasp by left clicking on your ability quickly.
I'm relieved you have returned, and I did not expect to see you again so soon, Duncan.
I was not expecting to return so soon either, Keeper.
Dare I ask of Tamlin? What did you find of him? I see. Meryl, what about the mirror? Did you bring anything back?
I can answer that, Keeper.
Can
I
answer
destroyed the
all
mirror.
of our questions.
I intended to use it to find a cure for this mysterious illness. I trust you had good reasons for your actions.
Well, there is much to discuss, Keeper. I have learned a great deal since I was last here.
Let us speak privately within my Aravel then, Duncan. Meryl, warn the hunters. If Darkspawn are about, I want the clan prepared.
Manuvinen, Keeper, right away.
Darlene, allow me some time to speak with Duncan. Seek us out at my Aravel later, and we can discuss your cure.
Because I must talk to your Keeper first. It will not take long.
Tell Haren Paival what has occurred. He now has the sad task of preparing a service for the dead. Follow me, Duncan. I'm eager to hear what you have to say.
You know, one thing I do, another thing, not just one thing, another thing I like about these games is how your character gets a name by like several different people, even though it's not the name you chose, you know, like they call you something, and I like that because it helps bring the story to life still. Before we talk to him, we're gonna level up real quick. So let's get our health up a bit, our strength. Actually, do I wanna bring this up more? And it's nearly as critical. Okay, yeah, let's bring that up more. Okay, and then I still am in debate about stealth. Dual weapon training, dual weapon sweep. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, alright.
So you return with the Grey Warden, but without Tamlin. What happened, Darlene? Is he truly lost to us?
We're not. Yeah, we're not taking responsibility for this. It's not ours. Yeah, let's just say he's dead. I feel like we would accept that.
So, another of our children has perished. To think I'd live to see this. It seems the will of the creators that I sing the dirge for those I held in my arms as babes. I think I know why our immortal ancestors would sleep.
Right? Immortality is not as good as it sounds.
Swiftly do stars burn a path across the sky, hastening to place one last kiss upon your eye. Tenderly land enfolds you in slumber, softening the rolling thunder. Dagger now sheathed, bow no longer tense. During this, your last hour, only silence.
Nice little poem. I don't recognize that poem. The keeper wants me to tell you to prepare service. Must you prattle on so? Will you prepare service for Tamlin, please? I don't recognize it.
Our ancestors did not age as we do. The Shemlin brought a quickening to our blood that changed us forever. Instead of death, those weary of life would pass into Uthanera, the waking slumber. In doing this, they made way for the young. It was supposed to be a beautiful time, a celebration of the Elder's long life and contribution to his people. Alas, we have no such ceremonies these days. Of course. We've no body to return to the soil, but we shall still sing for Tamlin. The creators must come to guide him to the beyond. Tell the Keeper, it shall be done before the clan is ready to move on. I ask only one thing, if I may. This Grey Warden. You have met him now, yes?
Yeah.
Is he a good man?
Sure. He saved my life and is a friend of the clan. Okay, sorry. Let me read this in order. He seems honorable for Shemlin. I truly cannot tell Haren. He's a Shem, that's all you need to know. He saved my life and is a friend to the clan. Let's do that one.
Interesting. What is it he talks to the Keeper about, I wonder? Perhaps you should go and ask.
No business. I should go. I would like to hear more about our history and what do you know about Darkspawn? We're going to learn quite a bit about Darkspawn.
Now that's something I rarely hear. Of course.
I think one thing I have an issue with is they talk so slow.
Ah, yes. The Lost City. Before the Shemlen enslaved us, even before they came to this part of the world, our people lived in glorious Arlathan. Legends say that our ancestors were immortal, and we possessed magic the Shemlen could only dream of. They remain in human cities, forgetting all they once had. We call them Flat Ears, but they differ little from their Shemlen masters. A few may return, but we must accept that they know nothing of the lore, or why we keep it. When the humans enslaved us, they took away our language, our history, and our immortality. We quickened to the pace of life, and retained nothing of ourselves. We were slaves for so long, that even when we became free, there was little for us to recover. If books still exist, I do not know of them. We can hope to find a new home one day, where the Dalish and the Flat Ears will build a land greater even than Arlathan. We shall teach the Flat Ears the lore they lost, and perhaps they will teach us to understand the Shemlen at last. That is the only way we shall truly live in peace.
He's got a good viewpoint. I was gonna say something about that. What he was talking about, I don't remember what it was.
Perhaps they have no choice. Dalish clans are scattered to the winds and rarely gather, which makes us difficult for any organized effort to destroy. And why bother? We have nothing they want. No land, no treasure, and we always move on, allowing no one to grow too angry with us. Some might see this as cowardly, but we are proud. We are the last, and we will survive.
Dun, dun.
Then I'm sure you have much to do, unless you've other questions.
Cue the hero music. We're going to learn more about Darkspawn, as I said before, so...
Of course. May the gods guide your path,
It's
Dalen.
kind of cool learning about the Dalish history a bit more, and especially because there's a pretty high chance that that's what we're going to be playing. Oh, can I open this chest yet? Pretty high chance that that's what we're going to be playing. The rest.
Right.
That's a bummer. There's Duncan.
Your Keeper and I have spoken, and we've come to an arrangement that concerns you. My order is in need of help. You are in need of a cure. When I leave, I hope you will join me. You would make an excellent Grey Warden.
So, as you can see, we have choices here. I mean, we have to continue dialogue, of course, but I'm going to kind of go with the more direct route, because if I ask 1,001 questions, it's going to take forever. But we'll ask a few questions and but try to go as direct as we can. I become a Grey Warden. What does that have to do with my cure? I'd be honored. How did this come about? Can't just be my clan. Let's do that.
Everything, I'm afraid. The Darkspawn taint courses through your veins. That you recovered at all is remarkable. But eventually the taint will sicken and kill you, or worse. The Grey Wardens can prevent that. But it means joining us.
We do not know. But we could not watch you suffer. The Grey Warden offers you a way to survive.
This is not simply charity on my part. I would not offer this if I did not think you had the makings of a Grey Warden. Let me be clear. You will likely never return here. We go to fight the Darkspawn, a battle that will take us far from your clan. But we need you, and others like you.
We have a tree. So we hit 25 minutes. We're gonna continue out this dialogue and what the cutscene that follows, if there is one, and then we'll call it good. And you guys just need to let me know if you like this limited time slot or if you just want me playing until it's a good time to stop. But anyway, let me know. I'll adjust as well as I can. Okay. So I am honored by your offer. Is the clan sending me away? I would rather take my chances. No, I refuse to go. And why should we trust this human keeper? We're honored.
A great army of Darkspawn gathers in the south. A new blight threatens the land. We cannot outrun this storm. Long ago, the Dalish agreed to aid the Grey Wardens against a blight should that day arrive. We must honor that agreement. It breaks my heart to send you away, as it would to watch you die slowly from this sickness. This is your duty, and your salvation.
Then I accept this privilege, Duncan, if you'll have me. If this is my duty, then I will go. This is all I've ever known. This is my home. And is this the only way?
I welcome you to the Order. It is rare to have a Dalish amongst us, but they have always served with distinction.
I know you'll do your clan proud, Darlene. Take this ring. It is your heritage, and will protect you against the darkness to come.
A valuable gift. So, are you ready to go?
Yeah. We'll stay for the funeral first.
We have much ground to cover, but I cannot deny you that. Say your farewells. Then we must be off.
Come then, Darlene. Before the Creators guide you from us, let your clan embrace you one last time.
Such a sweet sentiment. Not much embracing going on, though. Bye-bye, clan.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan, I didn't expect
A royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
What am I doing?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name? Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. You are Dalish, are you not? I hear your people possess remarkable skill and honor.
Too bad the same can't be said of yours. We're not gonna be mean. The humans considered us dangerous. You know of Dalish, and thank you. Yeah.
I wish I knew more, but your people aren't exactly fond of mine. For good reason. I tell you this, you are very welcome here. The Grey Wardens will benefit greatly with you amongst them. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
They did a good job with this cutscene with how King Kaelan does a lot of pacing and stuff while talking.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
Yet you don't sound very reassured. He didn't seem to take the Darkspawn very seriously. Perhaps this isn't really a blight after all.
Despite the victory so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Maybe we should move quickly. What would you have him do? Why not? He seems to regard the Grey Wardens highly. You could if he were not such a fool. And do you think there's any danger? I think I'm tired and I just think all the mean responses are funny. But we're not trying to be mean.
Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
What ritual?
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The joining is what will cure you of the suffering your tainted blood surely brings you. If it had been possible, I would have done it before now.
Okay.
It is a secret, and it is not a simple antidote. The joining is what will make you a Grey Warden. No, there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
That's a nice little screenshot there. Alrighty, guys. So, that's a good place, I think, to leave off. after that lovely cutscene. So, thank you so much for watching. Again, let me know what you think about me trying to keep these things short and using the timer for about 25 minutes. Of course, like here, if the story needs to exceed that 25 minutes, we're totally going to do that, but I just want things to be bite-sized and easy to enjoy. So just let me know, and I will see you next time. Have a lovely evening, and yeah, thank you.